It's that time of the week again. This is Replays of the Week, Part 1. This is where I get to showcase your replays in the gallery. Wow, what a week. Now, I've had to do a Part 1, a Part 2, and an Aces of the Week. It just seems that you guys just love playing Blitz, and you have so many awesome games. It's just so difficult to keep up, but I keep loving them, and I want you to keep rolling them in. So, without further ado, let's have a look at your plays in this week's gallery. Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to Fujit's Blitz. And yes, it's that time of the week. It's the gallery. It's the replays of the week, part 1 for the last week of November. And this is the part of the week I really love because, as I keep saying, it's where I get to be lazy and I get to showcase your awesome gameplay. So first off, we've got a new provider. This one is Makrushu of OVO Clan going out in the AMX 1375, the French Tier 7 light tank, and he's off the EU server. Now, this is a fantastic little tank, and when I watched this replay, I was like, wow, Makrushu really knows how to handle this little thing. I'm not exactly the biggest fan of anything French tank-wise. Don't get me wrong, I like the French, I just don't like the French tanks. I can't get on with them that well because, well, I just find them a bit meh. But that's not to say they're not good tanks, because in the right hands, and those hands definitely are mine, the French line of tanks can be pretty spectacular. And this particular AMX is a really good tank. It's got an autoloader, but it has got some really good damage, a great turn of speed. Okay, it's one of those lighty medium French tanks that has got pants armor, but that's not to say you can't play with, and it's not a good tank. I mean, when you do what Makrushu does here and you stick it in a good position, you can really get the best out of this tank. Okay, he's a little bit stuck because he's got 4 of the Reds pushing him, but when he gets the chance, he's knocking out really good damage. And you know, the damage on this thing is pretty spectacular because it has the ability to knock out 480 burst damage because it's an autoloader, and you know, it does that in 4 seconds realistically. It's really good. I mean, the load time between shells is 2 seconds. 480 in 4 seconds is a fast amount of damage. It really is. Okay, the loading between clips is slightly longer, but it's an autoloader. It's a 3-clip magazine. It's always going to be slightly longer. But, you know, it's just over 11 seconds, which isn't that bad. And you know, when you're knocking out this much damage in 4 seconds, you know, waiting the just over 11 seconds is manageable. Oh, I have to apologize. For some reason, I keep losing the sound halfway through these replays, and I don't know why it happens. And I've tried to download them again, reload them again, re-record them again, but I just keep losing it for some strange and unknown reason. Anyway, back to Makrushu going out in this little AMX. He's done really well so far. He's got 1 kill, he's dished out just shy of 1,000 damage, he's bounced nothing because this tank is pretty difficult to bounce anything because it's so light. But it's a light tank, and this is what you have to remember. It's not a medium, it's a light. And what you're meant to be doing in it is effectively spotting and then running around the battlefield and picking up the stragglers, which Makrushu is doing effectively, to be perfectly honest with you. Now he's knocked out just shy of 1,200 damage. He's trying to find out where those last 3 tanks are, 2 TDs and a Grave Digger. All 3 of which are pretty tough cookies for this little AMX. There's the Panther 2, well, Jag Panther 2, what can he do? He can stick 175 into its nose, back away. Don't forget, he's got light tank camo, so the more he moves, the camo profile stays same. He's reset his camo there quite correctly. Now he's going to try and see if he can get any more shots on either the JP2 Oh, the Gravedigger's gone. That's a really good kill for somebody there. That's helped out Makrushu, because the Gravedigger would have easily knocked this thing into next week. There's the Panther 2 again. Oh, knock another 130 into the side of you. Got one more to go. One shell in the clip. Oh, JP2 can't get away. Gets one up the back, and he just misses out on the final shot there of the clip. Not to worry, with his light tank mobile engines and his camo resetting all the time, he can get behind that JP2 quite easily, and that he does. Now it's 1 against 2. He's got 2 tough cookies, the Jag 88, but the JP2 is now gone. Just the J88 left. Oh, that hurts. That was a really nice shot from the JT88. But like I said, he's in a light tank. All he's got to do now is get behind this 88, and it's all over, apart from the singing. So this is what he's going to do. I mean, look at this. It's not really a circle of death. It's a semicircle of death, but that's all you need to do. He's on his long reload, but it doesn't matter. Here we go again, and bye-bye. 3 kills. Just shy of 2,500 damage. Bounces 260, which is really a big number in this thing. Gets a well-deserved first class and a load of ribbons. And I'm sure you'll agree with me, that was a really enjoyable game. It just goes to show that if you go out in the AMX 1375, you can have some really good fun. And I'd like to thank Makrushu of the OVO clan for sending the clip in. It was a pleasure to watch. Next up we have Grums23 of FTC3 rolling out in the 88, the British Tier 6 tank destroyer. Now FTC3 is a part of the FTC clan family, and I'm in FTC1, so there you go. But that's not the reason why I'm showing this clip. I'm showing this clip for numerous reasons. Firstly, it's a good replay and it's a good rollout in this little tank. Secondly, Grums is a good player and a good friend of mine. Thirdly, he's never sent me a video before, and it's, you know, I decided that, well, you know, he's a first-time subscriber, first-time contributor, so got to show his clips really. And fourthly, he massaged my ego a little bit by saying he was inspired to take this little beast out because of my tortoise video. Haha, always going to get you onto the replays of the week. Nah, just kidding. So anyway, what about the 88? Well, the 88 is not the easiest tank to drive, but in very much the same way as the tortoise, it can be fun. It has a similar type of armor to the tortoise. In other words, don't put it flat on to your enemy, because you can be penned. It has got good armor. I mean, look at here. It's got 1,000 hit points. It's a tier 6 game, so it's pretty decent. And some, you know, like I say, as long as you're not pointing straight on, generally you will bounce almost most things. It's got a really good gun. It's got just over 5-second reload, and it will dish out reasonable damage, which is nice when you've got a TD. It's quite squat down, and it's quite low to the ground, but that cupola does stick up and is easily pennable. So you have to be careful with that. So in a lot of respects, it's very similar to the tortoise, apart from the fact that obviously the tortoise is a tier 9 tank. Now, what can Grums do in this thing? Well, he's having a good roll around at the moment. Oh, that was a nasty shot to the side. Another 160 straight out. Oh, and Don Cheadle's just sent me a tweet. Lovely. Sorry about that. Anyway, so far he's just done shy of 1,000 damage. Oh, that's a massive bounce from the KV2, which is now dispatched and scratching his head, wondering where it all went wrong. He's done just shy of 1,000 damage. He's bounced 1,100 damage, which is really good. The VK3001H is giving him a bit of a hard time here, but not to worry, we can track him, bounce him because you're not straight on, and knock another 150 into him. Don't stay straight on him, and he will not be able to pen you, and eventually get your gun round, and he will disappear. So, 3 kills in quick succession. Dished out just over 1,500 in damage, bounced just shy of 1,350 damage. Got only 367 hit points left, but for this thing, that's a lot, to be honest with you. You're still rolling around in a pretty dangerous tank. Now there's just a VK2801 left to get, and look, there he is. Now it's 2 against 1. The other tank on the green team is an RL-44, again a dangerous tank. The VK, again, he's not shy on hit points. He's still got some left. He can be a dangerous an opponent to the 88, especially if you can get behind him. But he's in a tricky spot here. He's put himself on that sort of little corridor ledge here on Fort Despair, which is a bit of a nightmare because now he's being pincered left and right because the R44 is coming up on the right, if you see. So the VK is in a bit of bother here. He doesn't really have much of a choice apart from what he's about to do, and that is go this way and get one in the back from the 88. Not the best action there by the VK, but you know, he put himself in a very precarious situation. 4 kills, just shy of 2,000 damage in just shy of 1,500 bounces. Thoroughly deserved first class. Did really well in that tank. Not an easy tank to master, not an easy tank to get to grips with, and a really good game. And I'd like to thank Grums23 of FTC3 for sharing that replay with us. It was nice to watch. Here we have Harrier77 of the NX6 clan, good friend of mine, regular contributor to Replays of the Week, rolling out in the brand new Type 64 Chinese Tier 6 light tank, which is a premium tank, and you could only get this tank in the Black Friday sale if you obtained enough stickers, and I think you needed to get 34 stickers, which effectively equated to, I think it was 2.5 tanks, potentially. I don't know, because I haven't got the tank. Mainly because I got most of the tanks in the Black Friday sale before the Black Friday sale. Anyway, I decided to put this clip in, not because I don't know anything about the tank, but because it's a new tank and Harrier77 has a pretty decent run in this brand new tank. So, what about it? Well, I only know the official stats, I'm afraid, which is basically it's got HP effectively of 900, it's got a very good view range, it dishes out DPM at 1,754, it's not the best penetration at 125, but it's got good damage at 160 top alpha. Has a reasonable reload of 5.5 seconds on the official stats, but Harrier's here, if you look closely, is 5 seconds, probably because of his crew skills and the consumables he's got on it. It's got a base aim time of 1.9. It's got a gun depression of 8 degrees, not the best, but an elevation of 25 degrees, which is really good. And it's got a relatively good turn of speed of 72 kilometers an hour. So it's a true light, and therefore it also has light tank camouflage, which means when you're moving, your camo is the same as if you are stationary, which is always a good thing in a light tank. Now, Harrier77 here is now dished out just over 1,000 damage, and he's giving this VK01B a pretty hard time. So clearly the pen values are not troubling Harrier that much. And he gets his 3rd kill for his troubles, which ain't bad in this little light tank. Okay, he's lost a fair few hit points, but he's now got his 4th kill. And that was 1 kill to get in a half. That was a TOG too. HMS Toggington has just been sunk. There's the AMX-12T. Let's stick 160 up you. I don't know if Harrier77 is running calibrated shells. Possibly not. Who knows? Because he's getting good penetration out of this thing when it's only on 125. There's the SU, and let's get kill number 5 just to dish out the game. And it's 1,808 damage, 0 bounces because it's going to be difficult to bounce, and a well-deserved 2nd class and a shed load of other medals. This is a good game, to be fair. And I'd like to thank Harrier77 of N86 for yet again showing us one of his awesome replays. It's always nice to have a new tank to see what they can do. Moving on to the last, but by no means least, replay of the week. Now, this is Alex615 Warrior of Albacea clan, rolling out on the M4A3E8 Shrieking, an American Tier 6 medium on the EU server. Now, bit of a spoiler alert, this one would have made Aces of the Week, but critical hit in the M4E3A2 pipped him to the post, effectively. Not only that, I didn't want to really have 2 Sherman variants in Aces of the Week, and Alex615 Warrior already had a replay on within Aces of the Week anyway on the IS-2SH. But I digress. This is the M4E3A8, and it's a nice little tank. It's basically the same Sherman variant, but this time it's got the shrieking camouflage, and the shrieking camouflage is just super, absolutely super. It just makes this tank look really funky. Great shot on the Jagdpanzer 4, right up the nose, sets the engine on fire. Look at that. Now, this tank, like most Shermans, has got reasonable damage, fast reload of just under 5 seconds. Not the best armor, but you can bounce on occasion. Great turn of speed. It really is a nippy tank around the battlefield. As you can see here, this Jagdpanzer 4 is going to go. It's as simple as that. Just waiting for the reload, beat him on the reload, and there we go. So here we have Alex615 dishing out just shy of 2,000 damage. He's bounced 180 so far, and he's having a good time. He's only got 1 kill, but he's been instrumental in whittling down the HPs on the other kills. Now he's going to have a bit of a play with the KV2, and he set him on fire, and he sticks one into the turret just to make sure in case the fire was put out. Now we've got 2 kills, we've got over 2,000 damage, and this is a great roll. Still only bounced 180, but what can you do? As I was saying, the tank is a really good tank. And in Tier 6, you've already got, what, 3 Shermans, effectively, in the American line. You've got this one. You've got the 1 critical hit to count in Aces of the Week, which is the M4E3A2. And you've got the Fury. Now, on paper, this one is slightly better. It has more HP, slightly better reload, slightly better damage, and is in part a better tank. And as you can see here, Alex615 has gone out. He's knocked 2,400 damage out of them. Got a well-deserved mastery and a shed load of other medals. Top tank in the team, and thoroughly deserved win, I thought, and a well-deserved mastery. So I'd like to thank Alex615 Warrior of the Albasi clan for sharing that with us. Now I'm going to leave you with Harrier77 of NH6 going out in the Howl Thing, the Tier 7 Hybrid Nation Premium Tank Destroyer, although many people think it's a medium, but it isn't. So, I'd like to thank Harrier77 of NH6, Alex615 Warrior of Albasi, Grums23 of FTC3, and Makrushu of OVO clan for sending in their replays. I'm sure, like me, you guys have enjoyed them. I know I certainly enjoyed watching. And whilst everybody may not have got aces, I'm sure you agree the gameplay was pretty spectacular. Anyway, as I say all the time, guys, if you want your replays shown, please send them to fujitsblitz@gmail.com. I will get around to showing them, maybe not the next day, but they will be in there at some stage. If you've got any comments, please do so below. And I'm going to leave you with Harrier77 of NH6, ammo racking at Churchill. Because, hey, we all like ammo racks. Ammo racks are just like fun, unless you're the person being ammo racked. Anyway, as I said, comment below by all means. Send me your replays. Subscribe if you want to. And until the next time, guys, stay safe. Have fun out there, and happy tanking, because that's what it's all about, being happy and having fun. Hey, I've been Fujit, and you've been great. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it, and I'd love if you would press subscribe. Who knows, we can do some more. By all means, drop me comments, tell me what can be improved, and tell me what you'd like to see. I really love to know. Anyway, until the next time, guys, happy tanking.